Pero sea lo que sea, este muchacho de la Malasaña Madrid and his little proyecto. I mean,
Facebook.
Facebook.
We are live on el Face, finalmente.
Estamos ahorita escuchando la depresión sonora con ¿Dónde están mis amigos? And obviously he's complaining because they're all drugged up, dude. And he's all like, what's up?
There's a lot of smoking in this first couple of songs. You know, I almost really felt like I need to try a clove again.
Smoke a clove.
Yeah. Well, you know, the funny thing is when I read your text, I was like, wait, dude, does he think it's 1996 again?
Why not? Why not? ¿Por qué no? You know?
Y luego ahí sale Manolo with his Schweitzer Sweets.
Schweitzer Sweets.
Yeah. No, you know what? Why not? I mean, really.
Why not?
You know, de vez en cuando, why not try being back in them days? Pero así en realidad, you know, get some clothes. You know, remember those Indian ones, those buddies or booties or whatever? Those little.
Oh, damn.
Remember those?
Estaban fuertes, ¿que no?
Yeah, well, it was yerba, but it wasn't the buena yerba. It was on some kind of yerba, you know. I mean, well, then again, all tobacos is, you know, all smoke over there.
Está abajo de la voz. Estamos escuchando a Depresión Post-Mortem.
You know what?
Cover de Ella y Yo. I mean, if you're into reggaeton,
is that like, this is okay? You know what's interesting about this particular song?
Yeah.
And we'll talk about it in here. Pero mira, Facebook, if you guys are listening and want to actually listen to the songs, Facebook does not let us. YouTube, we can't do it right now. If you listen,
Mentiroso. I'm hearing the shit in your background.
Really? On Face? Holy shit! What happened? Something happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know what I did. Is it working?
It was playing, pero bien bajito. So.
A ver, si la subo.
No, mira, Depresión Post-Mortem de los boricuas, they really blow my mind.
I love this band, dude. I love this band.
Dude, oh yeah, dude. Estos muchachos, okay, si no saben, 99% de las canciones que hacen son versiones, they're covers, okay? They're either a very famous reggaeton song or very famous post-punk song.
Dude, they're fucking badass.
And they don't mess with either one. And they mix it like you wouldn't believe. Like, hacen un caramelo tan delicioso. I mean, it's a trip. Because you know what it makes me want? And yo no escucho casi nada de reggaeton, but I'll go and revisit
the original.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, they did this with it? Did I?
Yeah.
You know? And I'm just like, wow.
Yeah.
Anyways, brilliant about this.
Both of these songs, what I thought was interesting is, and I was going to ask you.
Hey,
especially
I was going to ask you.
Get on this way. But the first song.
Finished.
Oh, pues síguele, güey.
Facebook, if you guys want to listen to the music, go to lavandaelástica.com. You know what? Last year, I was talking to Emilio yesterday, and I just realized it's like, let's not try to get them to live 105, 365, whatever, or tune in. Go to lavandaelástica.com and push on the button that says radio.
And then just stream it in the background and then watch our ugly mugs.
You don't even have to get an app. You don't have to do that. Just go on lavandaelástica.com and there's a button there and you can listen to whatever's going on in La Banda Elástica Radio.
No fucking commercials.
A ver, diabólico.
Go back to the beaties. They're called beaties. Those cigarettes are called beaties.
Okay.
Did you Google that shit?
No, I remember. Fucker.
The memory came back.
The memory came back because I had a beer. I was like, oh, hey, there you go.
Oh, yeah. You put yourself in that same place. But what I was
going before you forget.
What I was going to say is that what I thought was interesting, and I wanted to ask you the lyrics, especially with Depresión Sonora. Like at the beginning of the song, he talks about sus amigos no están since his funeral. And it's like, whoa, what's the perspective there?
Okay. In Depresión Sonora, la mayoría, I mean, I haven't listened to every single one of the songs, pero los que he escuchado, they're very dark and street. like street in La Malasaña, kind of like, and you gotta understand like La Malasaña street for the most part is kind of almost saying like telegraph or hate.
Okay.
You know, it's very, it can be very intellectual, you know what I'm saying? Like very wonderful, dark, druggy, rock and roll. Like
Hell,
the
the
beautiful thing
album is
about,
called El Arte de Morir Muy Despacio.
yeah, dude.
The hell?
Morbid, man. Morbid.
Absolutely.
In a good way.
Old.
Yeah, dude. Esta
Bring on
pinche...
mics, bring on mics.
Okay.
Ella y yo. Uf. Depresión post-mortem. Los muchachos de Boricuas, they do amazing covers. I mean, if you, they made one of our must listens to list del año pasado. Depresión post-mortem. I'll show it.
Cover.
I'll show it to I think Wilson.
Wilson.
I've shown it to Punkis, to even people that listen to reggaeton, and it always raises their eyebrows. I'm like, and they'll listen to it. I'm like, no, estos muchachos are doing something very unique. Anyways, Depresión Postmortem con la canción Ella y Yo. Antes de eso, another depressing band, Depresión Sonora, ¿Dónde están mis amigos de Madrid? One of my two favorite post-punk dark groups. Actually, we're playing about half of them tonight. The other half, like Datura, didn't make the list tonight, but we'll get to it real quick.
It was all gray and shit.
It's all gray. I know, but we only have an hour. You know,
we could still dance to grayness.
Anyways, la parte de mi set that I focused on was Depresión Sonora because I've been trying to play them for a while, but it is kind of un poco difícil para acoplarlos con todo.
Yeah.
Y luego me topé con un grupo que se llama Los Pillos, que de Venezuela. I have never heard of them, ever.
Yeah. This song is amazing.
Okay, so le escuché, and the first thing that prendió un foco inside my head, and I said, like, suenan como like early Héroes. Not exactly, pero tienen elementos.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going like, why not? Anyways, vamos con Los Pillos, okay? Desde Venezuela. Check it out. Conversiones con la hierba. Why not? Smoke it.
You gotta say thank you and happy birthday to Angel.
¿Happy birthday para quién, güey? ¿Para quién, güey? Feliz cumpleaños para quién, güey?
Para Ángel, güey.
Para Ángel. Oh, yeah.
Angels Beat.
Angels Beats.
Happy birthday, Angel from Angels Beat. We're hoping he gets back, man. I was talking to him.
We did the whole set just thinking of you, Bato. We're going like, what kind of 80s retro mix could we have? Estoy 100% convencido.
Shirt off right now.
You should actually send him the playlist. I'm sure he'll like love it. You know.
You're right. I should do that definitely.
So Hector, about Los Pillos. You know what
muy poca información, güey.
You know what I picked up? I picked up something totally different. When I listened to them, I was like, these fuckers sound like the Smiths. Listen to the song, listen to the guitar riff.
Okay.
Fucking
sounds.
No.
It
sounds like the fucking Smiths.
Okay, but if you go to Héroes, even the first album, tienen influencias de británicas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, so I don't know.
Yeah, which
they were only around in el 85 y el 86. That was it. 2 years.
Yeah. And I think some of them went on to participate in other bands.
Did they?
Yeah. Pero they weren't, yeah. Y te digo porque when I was looking for their information, just hearing about, and I was like, man, they're from back in the days. In Venezuela, they didn't have the influences came from Argentina to Venezuela, right? And I'm not sure if it was a particular reason, but I think it had a lot to do with how the support of the community, musically, where I think in Argentina they were very rebellious, and opened up their musical genres. In Venezuela, I think it was a little later, Pero esta antología también tiene otros grupos, ¿no? Que vienen de esa era.
O sea, donde yo saqué esta, no es todas las rolas que grabaron en their brief existence y luego un live video set on a TV show en Venezuela where they played 5 o 6 canciones. It's pretty unique porque no existían por casi nada de tiempo, como 2 años nomás. But it's a trip porque all I can think about is if we would have had this album in 94, 95, we would have been playing it. En la primer temporada de mi universidad.
Yeah, man, I love those pictures. If you look at them back in those days, you know, and that style, oh man, I totally miss it. Like I was saying on my text message to you guys, I feel like wearing my Genera, you know, and like
your Drakkar Noir.
That was,
I laughed at that one.
That was in the 80s. It was like totally that. It reminded me. This said it reminded me of the 80s, and man, it was beautiful. We were in high school.
80s and 90s were una época like we're innocent. We're innocent.
Man, I don't know about that. Diabólico might have been innocent. A ver, Diabólico, ¿qué piensas tú de los pillos?
Dude, like I said, cuando escuché esta rola, I immediately picked up on the guitar from the Smiths. Mm-hmm. And so I looked them up. I was like, ¿cuándo salieron estos cabrones? So the Smiths, 82, 87, and I think this came out in 85. Yeah.
So you got to look at it like, they're definitivamente más influenciado por the Smiths and somebody else than Héroes, because Héroes started in 85, 86, so same time, pero en España, you know.
And they struggled to get out. Héroes, like, no one was.
Creo que el primer disco no sacaron hasta el 86, 87.
They had to re-release it, I think, with Emmy when they finished.
So I think Los Pillos actually physically came out with material antes que los Héroes.
Estamos escuchando Los Héroes del Silencio con la canción Agosto. And is Agosto cold in Spain? I think certain parts of Europe
I've never been during winter time. I've only gone during our winter.
Which is their summer, right?
No, not necessarily.
No?
No, yeah, it is.
Oh, if you go further south.
Yeah, we're in the same hemisphere.
Yeah, la primera gira que fuimos era en finales de febrero y marzo, and we were staying in Valencia in a small coastal town donde es Chavi, donde era Don Cicuta, and it was nosotros and Bolillo, and el muchacho el bajista de Escape. We were all staying in this flat for like, I don't know, 2 weeks, and the whole town was shut down. It was like kind of like a Capitola town, you know? So all we had was like cheap wine and whatever food. And the guy from, I can't remember his name, the guy from Escape, the bajista. He was amazing. He partied with us like nonstop.
Sounds like good drugs, dude.
It was fun. It was amazing couple of tours. That's why I wanted to drag you guys back the next two, because I'm going, no, you guys have to go. It's, it's not even about the bands. It's just about like,
Dude, this song sounds so good.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Like listening to it after so long, like, wow.
Yeah. It is. I mean, siempre hemos sido fans de Héroes. At least ¿qué tienen? 5 discos o 4?
Fuck. I mean, oficiales, like not live y todo eso.
No, I'm talking about before, like when they broke up.
I think it was like 5 albums.
Yeah, it was either 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Because I think Avalancha was the last one.
Dude,
right?
I just remember when we went to go see them, dude. Fucking rushed up to the front row. Get out of my way.
Well, there was hardly anybody there, dude. Remember that club in San Pancho?
Like 2 or 4. No, it was like 30 peoples.
Yeah, no había nadie. And I think they were so bummed out. Obviously, el promotor. No, they eran in the East Bay or something. No one went to it. I think they did a horrible, como fan. it was magical. I mean, trying to see Héroes de Silencio con menos de 50 personas, you know, in 95, 96.
Yeah, no, wasn't it like one of those restaurant? Yeah, there was like a bar restaurant. They had a stage.
Luego regresaron como a los 6 meses, 8 meses por ahí. But that time they did it right with a good promoter. And it was like someone in San Jose enfrente de miles y miles de personas.
Turning on mics. Wait for my finger.
Eso era Héroes del Silencio con la canción Agosto. Antes de eso, Los Pillos con Conversaciones con la Hierba. Ok, Los Pillos es una banda de Venezuela que existieron por 2 años, quizás un poco menos, en 1985 a 86. That's it. They recorded one record.
Wow.
Que no salió a ningún lado. You know, and here we are, casi 40 años después, escuchándolo. And I was impressed. And Manolo, I think, hit it right on that. See, yo cuando lo escuché, I was thinking, wow, maybe they're influenced by Héroes, or maybe, they, you know, but they actually came out antes de Héroes. Por eso los acoplé con Héroes del Silencio, pero Manolo was right. A ver, Manolo.
When I listened to that song, it's a great song, but what I heard was the Smiths, the guitar, the Johnny Marr. I was like, oh yeah, this is awesome.
If you're a fan of either one, Smiths or Héroes, early Héroes, check out Los Pillos de Venezuela.
Man, I'll tell you, Héroes del Silencio. We were just talking about. By the way, unos saludotes y un abrazote al Ángel porque el Angels Beat.
El Angels Beats, yeah. Un abrazo fuerte, brother.
26 años hoy.
Nice.
Yeah. He can go.
He doesn't look a day past 27, 28.
He probably has his shirt off ahí escuchando la música en IPA. Saludos y happy birthday, Ángel de Angels Beat. Hopefully we get to hear him again here on La Banda Elástica Radio, hopefully very soon. Y bueno, oye, pero I do remember that time que tocó Héroes and we were there, and I do remember Diabólico just rushing it. Now,
I don't know why he had to rush it because there was nobody there.
Didn't matter, dude. Dude. But get out of my way.
It was a good crowd. It
He's
was
a Bumburi. I can take off leather chaps with my teeth.
You know, it was a good night, and I don't know why, pero me recuerdo de somebody was wearing white jeans.
Bolillo?
You know, no, it wasn't Bolillo. Bolillo wouldn't do that. It was, you know what? I think it was one of those San Jose dudes. You know, one of those San Jose dudes. I think it was like, anyway.
You have to be confident to rock white jeans.
Yeah, it was one of those where like this guy was rocking some white jeans and it was at an Héroes show and he was proud and just letting it hang out. Vamos
Why
a
not?
Más música. I agree. Well, hey,
Okay, vamos a seguir in the little laid back, como I love the way Dr. has been describing the whole set, medio gris.
A little, right.
So vamos a seguir en ese ritmo, vamos a regresar para atrás a la malasaña con un grupo de, I think the next 2 groups que voy a tocar, desfortunadamente creo que ya no existen, but I love un grupo que se llama Morenas from la malasaña Madrid. Esta canción se llama El Mar Ardiendo. Ya tenemos tiempo que no le tocamos a Morenas, so check it out.
Aquí en mi vecindad, la Banda Elástica Radio. Hey, I'll be right back.
Yeah, Morenas does
a Mariners theme here going on with
I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Pero debe decir yeah, no, I those shows, they were just epic, you know, epic in many ways as far as like.
No, it was kind of like como la vez que fuimos a mirar a Víctimas del Doctor Cerebro in San Jose.
In San Jose at that.
In some like random like hole in the wall club. Igual, I mean, creo que había un poco más público, maybe 80, 90. Pero
al principio sí hubo poco apoyo con creo que se estaba despertando.
Se estaba, pero, pero como fan, that was beautiful. I would have an way. También cuando fuimos a mirar La Castañeda por la primera vez, era en The Cactus Club. Y también igual, menos de 100 personas. So tienes una oportunidad de mirar grupazos en una forma íntima.
Well, tuvimos la oportunidad de eso, ¿no? Tuvimos la oportunidad de escuchar a estos grupos, verlos en vivo y hasta platicar con ellos. Remember that after they were hanging out. A lot of times they would hang out, and we just shoot the shit with them. I remember doing that with Café Tacuba. They were like the first time they went to San Jose,
No, yeah.
Like just hanging out, Morenas, El Mar Ardiendo. Niños Pájaro.
Niños Pájaros is up Manny's alley. I think Manny loves is kind of like dark, kind of damnedish punk rock,
Yeah, I love this block.
Yeah, I think you love the whole set. To be honest, I think you just like it depends on what kind of movie.
No, yeah, for sure. Pero
yeah, Morenas. They used to play a lot with el grupo que se llama Mujeres from Madrid. También.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Even though they don't kind of sound like, but they're both Malasaña. So
I tried looking for more information than Morenas, and there isn't a lot. Every time I do that, it takes me to one of those sites.
Tienen,
like where they ask you for your credit card?
Yeah.
Sometimes they're just like there, they just show up. It's like Morenas, and they're like, oh, okay, it's like let it all hang out, But anyhow, yeah. Two bands that I tried tagging them. I tried like posting, and
Niños Pájaros definitely doesn't exist. Sacaron un EP and a couple of comp tracks around 2016, 2017, and that was it. That's
El Ángel is actually asking for the playlist.
yeah. Ángel, like I know that you'd probably love half of these groups, and then at least look up the other half. Right up your alley.
Yeah, he was asking for Los Pillos. So who was that band? Mm-hmm. He loves Los Héroes. He loves him. He has some vinyl.
Yeah, I know. I believe it.
Him and his wife really like Héroes en Silencio. So, Niños Pájaro. Niños Pájaro.
I can just imagine everybody looking like a cross between Vivian from the Young Ones and the singer for The Damned. All of them.
Hector, are you ready, dude?
Yes. What's going on? You gonna surprise me?
So, I think so.
Turning on mics.
Okay. Oh, don't tell me it's La Leyenda.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
Yep. As soon as
shut the front door. Are you serious, dude?
Yes. As soon as I
was gonna say, I expect Charlie to like run in and either know the guys. Don't tell me he's in the band.
He's the singer. As soon as I heard the vocals, I was like, is that fucking Charlie Usher? And yes, it is.
Wait, didn't we talk about this last time?
Okay, no. Last time when we played Charlie,
right,
we decided, Manolo was like, yeah, but Charlie's in this band. Then he's in that band. And now we found out he's in this other band that we just played, Niños Pájaro. And that is probably why there's very little it was probably a one-off.
He's like a one night stand.
Legend of
bands.
Dark Basque country, funky stuff. Okay, ahora, challenge accepted, Manolo. In the next coming months, we're just gonna do un tributo at Charlie Usher and like every band he's played in.
Dude, so fucking many, dude. I looked up how many bands he's in. Wow, I think we're gonna need to do 2 shows.
No, right. More than 6.
Yes. At this rate, I mean, just off the top of my head, with this band is already at least 6. Think about it. I mean, Radio Crimen, he has 2 or 3 different solo projects with different bands that go behind him.
Charlie.
Niños Pájaro, Carniceros del Norte, and
he's got 2 other ones.
Yeah, so it's basically the whole 10, 12 songs is going to be straight for Charlie. But that's going to be coming up. Anyways, I'm done. Tag, you're it.
You're done. Diabólico sigue. Vamos. Mira, you know what it feels like? It's one of esos roller coasters que nos lleva poquito, you know, and like we're climbing, it's getting like a little bit darker, and first it's gray and gets darker and it gets colder, but man, are we enjoying it. Diabólico.
Yeah, so I just got to say que las últimas 2 rolas de Morenas y de Niños Pájaro, I mean, todo tonight's set list, I love it, pero those songs were really cool. I mean, the whole set is cool. So anyways,
and it keeps getting better, so it doesn't stop.
So ahora we're going to go to Valencia with una banda de Tercer Sol. I really like this band.
They're really good. They're really good.
Esta rola salió en noviembre y el álbum acaba de salir la semana pasada. So
we're saying que hay chance that this might your year-end list for this year.
This is a really good album. It's going to be up there. So definitely we will be hearing more Tercer Sol. Esta rola se llama Recuerda, del álbum que acaba de salir el 24 de febrero, que se llama Presentimiento. They haven't been around too long. Desde el 2014, noise pop, pop punk, pop oscuro, psicodélico. 2 álbumes, 1 EP. Good shit, man. Really great band.
It's really good. You know, era el grupo que me sorprendió because I was familiar with all the other groups, menos 2 que vas a traer en esta noche.
Yeah. Mm.
Okay. Anyways, vamos, Manolo, Dr. G. Aquí en mi vecindad. Wow. Okay. I didn't think tonight could get any better, but right when you said, you know how many times we played Niños Pájaro over the last 6-7 years? That EP tiene 5 rolas, and I think we played them all.
Yeah, no, we have. I mean, I think, yeah. I was looking at Tercer Sol literally that like last week.
Yeah, cuando te lo mandé the set list.
No, before that.
Okay.
That I was looking at them because I'm not sure how I came across. What label are they on? Maybe it's through the label, you know. But I
didn't write that down, but
it was something to the point where like I came across the name and I checked them out and I was like, okay, this is one for the future. And then you like that same week you're like, that's it. So I'm like, okay, you know. So they came out with a new album.
No, they're on B Corp. Yeah, B Corp is it's a good label.
B Corp, and it is the indie fucking label, and yeah, you know,
it's definitely more indie alternativo ahorita, but they actually started very punk rock in the 90s.
Yeah. They're big. I mean, they're big.
No, they're big. They're a very big label. It's a very respectable label. I mean, es como decir, you know, Fat Wreck over here or Epitaph. You know, a ese nivel.
Love Pop or something like that.
Yeah.
That has a lot of indie, but really, you know, big bands. Well, big bands that
lo bellísimo de un grupo como Tercer Sol, Niños Pájaro, and Morenas before that. If you kind of look at the genres that típicamente they're listed under, listed under punk almost always.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And it falls into that category. And hablamos muchas veces aquí en vecindad on what is and how far can we stretch that. And I absolutely love, porque yo siendo, nosotros 3, punks de la vieja escuela, it was always with us. It wasn't about how our cresta was or anything like that. It was really el sentimiento que estaba aquí en el corazón y aquí.
Right.
And
it happened to us as a whole, even con el movimiento de rock en español, you know, when we were trying to prove ourselves in the industry.
And we still stuck out. We were the crazy punk rockers in their scene. Yeah.
Pero como a veces creo que tiene que ver mucho también con cómo no nos entendían, like they didn't understand kind of where to like, you know, where to categorize, you know, que es lo malo, yo creo que es lo malo de estar en el ambiente comercial. You know, you have to be under one category. Either you're a salty chip, you know, or you're a vegetable.
Yeah.
You know, like there's nothing between, you know?
You know who was actually, I feel like one of the more accepting crowds? Porque for the punk rocks, we were too ethnic, you know? So it was always like people like scratching their heads trying to figure out like
what are these vatos doing here?
Pero ironically, I feel like some of the more accepting people were the fucking metalheads.
The
A
metal?
veces sí.
Yeah.
A veces, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like the fucking West Fifth crew, dude.
También hasta allá en San José, todo el
yeah. Los metaleros.
Rulas and
Neto,
Borjas. Yeah. Amazing. I don't know how many times llegaban a nuestra casa and they would stay for a day or two and they got sketch. But no, Rodrigo.
Oviformia.
Now this one, Angels Beats needs to track Oviformia.
Yeah.
Dude, isn't this fucking good, dude?
Well, I don't want to talk about it right now. Okay. I don't want to talk about it right now.
Okay.
I want
kind of almost. I mean, this is Speak and Spell. At times, it reminds me of like Speak and Spell stuff.
Yeah. Pinche. I mean, to me, it was like, it's the Kraftwerk, Ultravox, that whole.
I was like, you know, what's his name? Aviador, because Aviador, they had Draw Records, right? And Draw Música or something like that. And so I was like, wait, did these guys come before or after, or where are they? How, you know?
During, because Aviador.
Right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's like, and pero man, that's why I don't want to talk about it, because there's some stuff that are just wonderful, beautiful memories. That's the way.
Lo que me impactó más fuerte escuchando este set was how hay 3-4 grupos en esta noche que son de los mediados o principios de los 80s.
Yeah.
Y qué tanto ha cambiado la música, pero a la vez hasn't changed much at all.
Only the recording quality, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I said it earlier, Chivo, it's like maybe it's the recording. Estamos escuchando Oviformia SCI. Si quieren escucharlo, están en el Face, lavandaelástica.com, y opriman el botón live. La Banda Elástica Radio es lo más fácil y más directo como escuchar la música que estamos tocando esta noche aquí en mi vecindad, y en el futuro pues van a estar disponibles en las plataformas como Spotify y Apple Music.
Luego también a través de DiavloVision.
DiavloVision, we're on right now, live on DiavloVision. And then, DiavloVision, y pues
we're easy. I never took more than a couple shots of Jamie and a couple pints, and
no
pretty much hold my hand and walk me anywhere. Like you.
Hubo unas noches donde este tipo de música tocaba después de que tocaban todos los grupos de punk, ¿no? Y luego abrían la pista, ¿te acuerdas? Mm-hmm. Y de repente tocaban la música de los 80s. And I remember getting on the stage and dancing, you know, just by myself. Yeah, I didn't care, man. I was totally just enjoying it.
And he's not lying about that. We've seen it.
Yeah.
Dude, or fucking clearing the dance floor at a fucking casino.
Doing the twirls?
Did I do that?
No, Manolo did that. We almost got kicked out of a bar.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, that was for my 21st birthday. Where the hell? Bullhead City. That's where the hell we went.
Yeah, you're out of your mind, John.
Dude, we were both out of our minds, fucking wearing suits in the fucking summer to play miniature golf.
I forgot about that. I totally forgot about that.
Do you have pictures?
Yeah, that's funny.
Nice.
And then we put flasks into our
You need tied or qué onda?
Yeah,
we were tripping, dude. Oh my goodness, I forgot about that. Ay, historias.
Bonitas historias a través de las experiencias de mi vecindad. Qué bonito, ¿no? Cuando estábamos jóvenes, hace ya pocos de años, y disfrutando la música que en esos entonces it was like the new stuff, right? Or the most current stuff. And that's what we're doing right now. Well, tonight is kind of interesting porque tenemos un poquito de los dos.
Un poquito de
todo.
De los 80s, 90s.
Turning on mics.
Ok, esa rola se llama, hablamos de nosotros, de Ovniformia Sequential Circuits, Ovniformia SCI. Esta banda comenzó en 1981 en Madrid. Influencias, obviamente, como estábamos mencionando fuera del aire, Kraftwerk, Ultravox, Speak and Spell de Depeche Mode.
Yeah.
Este álbum, esta banda, lo que es interesante de esta banda es de que tenían pegue, pero por some reason, they never got an album or even a single released. La razón que tenemos acceso a este álbum, this is a lost album que Elephant Records picked up and put out in 2014. Pero antes de they had never released any music. Isn't that mind-blowing?
In just in one night, between Los Pillos and Oviformia, I mean, trip out, the two long lost, I mean, at least por nosotros aquí en mi vecindad, you know.
Pues estábamos hablando de eso de que como aviador, Dro, you know, they started in 79, that synth pop, that electronic music that came, that a mí me recordó mucho, había dentro de los 80s, because I'm talking about the 80s, when I was first exploring those nightclubs on the dance clubs. There were dance clubs. They didn't have anything to drink there. They didn't provide any. They didn't have. They did have toilets, but anyway. So it was you just paid to go dance. Like no había bar. There wasn't a bar.
Yeah.
Y había una mezcla de la música electrónica, the synth pop, right? Y el freestyle. Y en los barrios latinos, especialmente en Los Ángeles, había una mezcla del freestyle con el electro, right? And the K-rock music. Y este tipo de música me acuerda de esos, y hasta having these folk wearing Genera with their Drakkar Noir and doing some dancing and literally like just dancing it off, man. And they were like, you know.
Think about a los mediados de los 80s, maybe 88, Manny, you can help me out. When someone like an artista como Noel can come out with that Silent Morning, okay? Obviamente from Los Angeles, very, you know, Chicano. But you're right, it encompassed everything else. It was a little bit of freestyle, but mainly synth post-punk, you know, if you think about it, you know.
Yeah. And that, I mean, Latinos did their own voguing style, man. It was, I remember those battles, man. It was like, and wearing, and you know, in the middle of the summer, we were wearing our Genera sweaters, you know, long sleeves, because Genera had, you know, long sleeve stuff, and Cavarici, quien sabe qué pedo, you know. I was like, man, I mean, I didn't wear the Cavarici pants. I didn't do that. I did the Genera. I did the Genera.
Oh, damn, Cavaricci's, dude.
Yeah.
You remember Diabolico?
Flashing back to
I remember.
Me to places that I really enjoyed, and I want to continue to enjoy it with your music tonight. A ver, ¿cómo vamos así?
So, ahora vamos a Chicago y vamos a escuchar a French Police. Esta rola Hidalgo salió en 2017, el EP, Pedaleo Nocturno. It's a three-piece, dos hermanos, Brian Jesse Flores y su compa José Vega. Ahorita, well, actually, acaban de sacar su nuevo álbum el martes. So there's a new album que acaba de salir. So we put my list before que I knew about this album, pero new album.
Esta rola Hidalgo is
it's awesome. It's fantastic. Yeah. So new album, van a ir en gira a México, van a ir a la Ciudad de México, Querétaro y Guadalajara, a fines de marzo a principios de abril, March 31st to April 2. Si están escuchando en México, they're going to be in your backyard.
Neta, nice. Bueno, vamos a seguirle aquí con French Police en mi vecindad.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite jams from them.
No. I think this album might be my favorite from French Police.
Okay.
That's what I was saying. Like, no, play it. Y por eso comenté like weeks ago. It's like sometimes we forget to go revisit really, really good bands.
Yeah.
And we kind of need to like.
We need to revisit ours.
Yeah. Well, it's sometimes, well, at least with me, sometimes I'm such on the like tip of the new that sometimes I want to start carving out at least a little block of something that, you know, and los merecen. Todos estos grupos merecen to be played. Just, es que aquí en universidad más tenemos una hora, you know, y aunque estamos aquí casi todas las semanas, it's really hard to catch up with everybody, you know.
Unos saludotes a los de Old Providence who are they give us a shout out on our Facebook.
Pues van a seguir Old Providence ahorita.
Sí.
Yeah, Old Providence y luego what was the other band? There was another band. It might have been Tercer Sol.
Oh.
That
nice.
That saw tagging.
We do have some surprises coming up. Tenemos una entrevista que hicieron ustedes con el Chirota coming up really soon.
Mm-hmm.
Sí.
And then we got a couple of tricks up our sleeves coming up.
Yes.
Yes.
And we're not talking about the pimping type style tricks, pero más el lado musical. A ver, Diabólico, ¿cómo vamos en las redes sociales? El DiavloVision, ahí estamos presente. Saludos también a todos los de Watson. Watson comienza esta semana que entra con the Watsonville Film Festival.
Oh, no, wait, where are they going to do that? Like a break or?
I think they have different venues, at the Green Valley Cinema and like a couple other places. I think I'm pretty sure that's the case. But tuve la oportunidad de ser parte de ese.
Por varios años. I think you helped start it.
They started, and I what happened is that within a couple, I was around, and eventually we together, and I was part of when we formed as a nonprofit.
Nice.
So
see, I read somewhere that Augie's coming back to Watsonville, or going to come, porque cancelaron el mes pasado cuando
cuando estuvo las lluvias, todo ese pedo, ¿no?
I'll get more information from Augie and I'll pick it up. Okay.
Se manda saludos el Don Diablo.
Dame Diablo.
Dice que tarde pero seguro.
Tarde pero seguro, como siempre, presente. Old Providence. Oye, you know, I'm going to be at Don Diablo's el domingo a través de DiavloVision en el show de Don Diablo, la banda elástica radio. I'm going to help with Piñata protests. They're going to be there live. Austin, Texas, and Austin. Well, I think they're from a little town next to Austin. But anyway, Piñata protest.
Órale.
That Texas punk band from.
Nice.
Texas.
Nice interview. I'll check in. Definitivamente. So Manolo said, Manolo, I saw, you know, without even listening to the songs, I saw Old Providence and French Police, and I'm like, okay, está siguiendo el corriente that I was going for.
Yeah. This band, awesome band, they are taking a pause, and I hope that they're not breaking up. They've only been a band since 2016, so 6 años, pero anunciaron a principio de enero de que iban a tomar una pausa enero del año pasado, so it's been a year now. So they're such a great band, man.
And where are they from?
De Colombia, de Quindio, no, de Armenia, Quindio. I'm guessing that's an estado in Colombia.
They're definitely amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You played them here a couple times already. So them and French Police, and me convertiste en un fan de both groups.
Nice.
Yeah, totally. También a mí, man, especially French Police. It tripped me out, and it's in a really good way, pero también Old Providence sigue ese ritmo de esta noche, ¿no? Con los depresivos del principio, ¿no? Y hasta donde estamos ahorita con Old Providence. Mira, esta noche muy interesante. Ojalá el clima para nosotros acá en los Estados Unidos, en California, cambie un poquito porque ya I'm tired of the rain, man. It was cold. It fucking rain. I want
We're
some
getting
sun.
we had los últimos 2 días aquí. It's been actually really sunny, pero frío, like you wouldn't believe. Yeah.
Pero what's
you a cosmonauta, or is it Chivo right there who's out in space right now?
Yeah,
out of space.
El pinche Chivo está cosmonautan. Yeah.
I love the way they do the guitar ending in the song.
Guitar, right?
The distortion.
They're so good, man.
I think one of the common threads de todo el set de esta noche is, outside of maybe the Héroe song, but almost all the songs, the vocals don't overshadow la música. It's more, they're not instrumentals, no, but I mean, it's, very groove, dance.
They play an important role in the songs. I mean, and everything about the night's playlist. No, y creo que eso tiene que ver mucho con lo que pasa con nosotros, ¿no? Que nos encanta, nos fascina todo lo que es este tipo de música muy no comercial,
Underground. Yeah.
It's underground, man. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's something that todos comenzaron de ahí. Every fucking group started from the bottom. Some of them didn't even have, nothing. Edwards was one of them. They fucking struggled at the beginning.
Me encanta the second half of the songs. Way more than the first half. And I love the whole song, but the second half is amazing.
Okay. Are we live? Okay. Órale. Acabamos de escuchar a Cosmonauta, la canción Cosmonauta de Old Providence, que esta rola salió en 2017 en Limpia Niebla, una banda de post-punk experimental de Colombia, y no sé si todavía es una banda, pero anunciaron el año pasado en enero que estaban tomando una pausa y ojalá muy pronto regresen porque they're an amazing band.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
So when I was putting my set list together, cuando escuché tu set list, Hector, depresión sonora y depresión postmortem, this was the first song that came to mind, porque los vocales y la música acoplan mucho a esas dos rolas. Yeah,
it's definitely very gris.
Armenia.
Very gris.
Armenia. Te digo, why did you say it wasn't gris? It's gris.
It's very gris.
Okay.
Very, very gris.
Very gris. Y bueno, esta noche se nos termina la hora y lo que es el final del playlist. ¿Qué tal que cuando escuché lo que se presentó el Chivo, esas canciones con esos grupos, me fui por un rabbit hole? How do you say that in Spanish, rabbit hole? Un laberinto, maybe?
Kind of, yeah, that makes sense, un laberinto.
Somehow I came across a compi de música según, and I say that entre comillas porque it was supposed to be like indie, alternative en español. And it was all over the place, as far as and it's because of the company I was searching in.
Mm-hmm.
Pero me topé con esta canción titulada Bajan, del grupo Pescado Rabioso.
I've never heard of Pescado Rabioso.
You've heard of Bajan, the song. Gustavo Cerati.
Yeah.
In his first independent album, he re-recorded this song, and that's where you've heard it before.
Okay. Wow.
I was pleasantly surprised porque cuando la escuché, I clicked on it. I was like, wait a moment, this is not Cerati. This is Spinetta. Okay. Pescado Rabioso salió después de Almendra, tuvo y tiene que ver con mucho del movimiento argentino con uno de los favoritos del Diabólico que presentó el Break It All. Charly García tiene que ver con esto. También Europa, obviamente Spinetta, ¿no? Y luego sus hijos, ¿no? Mucho de lo que ha pasado con el movimiento alternativo, el rock, el hard rock, el blues, hasta Papos Blues, tiene que ver con Pescado Rabioso. Escuchen esta canción y van a escuchar la diferencia, pero muy, muy igual a cómo la interpretó Gustavo Cerati con esta canción, Bajan, de Pescado Rabioso.
Nice. Bueno, muchachos, hasta la próxima. Agur.
Buenas noches, raza. ¿Se cuidan?
Mi vecindad. Yeah, listen to it.
A lot of neat surprises on the set. No, I mean, Manuel's absolutely right. Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
We're
it
gonna
got
have
even
to fail pretty soon, dude. Like, we can't keep it like.
it got to me. This set list just more and more. Like tonight was revealed. There was a lot of things about the set list that I was excited about and things to share. Pero at the same time, you guys shared a lot, and I was like, "Oh wow!" So
yeah.
across
the board.
I was super pleasantly surprised, and like always, it just flows. I mean, when I listen to the playlist, y la estoy escuchando, and it ends, and I'm like, "Oh shit, it already ended."
You gotta do repeat.
I play it again. Sometimes I'm like, "Okay, I gotta play it again," and I'm like, "Oh wait, I gotta do something else." No, I play it again, right? Y se termina la canción, la playlist. 42 minutes later, it's that good. It's really that good. Baja. It blew my mind. I think I knew this. I don't remember. But this is Pescado Rabioso's song. The way Gustavo interpreted is you could hear it towards the end. The especially in the instrument, the actual instrumentation is muy, muy, muy similar. Pero se oye la grabación in certain intonation with their vocals. Pero, I mean, they're both beautiful, beautiful songs.
I'm going to listen to both of them.
Yeah.
I'm going to, after the show, y también the songs that you mentioned also, Edgar.
Yeah. That's why I don't, por eso, like, I think we're all doing it together now. We keep a lot of things to our chest until we come up to the because I personally love to be surprised.
Yeah.
You know, and then I go back and discover more stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So usually, por eso, that's why I don't ask questions anymore. I just wait.
Yeah.
Wait and go for it. Okay, muchachos.
Vamos a poner
next week
al Facebook.
Okay.